One powerful fear that resides in almost all of us is the fear of losing whom we love. It is instinctive, a natural fear. A mother who has an infant at home keeps checking on her baby every few minutes to see if he or she is sleeping soundly, afraid if the baby has fallen off, or checking if he or she is hungry or crying due to any discomfort. Can anyone take that fear out from a mother's heart? I doubt. And as we grow and understand the meaning of words such as death or grief or loss, we keep growing fearful of losing those whom we love. Had read a very heartwarming story somewhere, some time ago, and thus it goes. Once there lived a renowned novelist and short story writer, Franz Kafka, who was born in 1883 and who died in 1924. He never married and had no children. One day, at that time he was about 40 years old, he was strolling through a park in Berlin when he chanced upon a young girl crying her eyes out because she had lost her favorite doll. She and Kafka looked for the doll without success. Kafka told her to meet him there the next day and they would look again. The next day, when they still had not found the doll, Kafka gave the girl a letter written by the doll that said, "Please do not cry. I have gone on a trip to see the world. I am going to write to you about my adventures." Thus began a story that continued to the end of Kafka's life. When they would meet, Kafka read aloud his carefully composed letters of adventures and conversations about the beloved doll, which the girl found enchanting. Finally, Kafka read her a letter of the story that brought the doll back to Berlin, and he then gave her a doll he had purchased. "This does not look at all like my doll," the little girl said. Kafka handed her another letter that explained, "My trips, they have changed me," the doll had written. The girl hugged the new doll and took it home with her. A year later, Kafka died. Many years later, the now grown-up girl found a letter tucked into an unnoticed opening in the doll. The tiny letter, signed by Kafka, said, "Everything you love is very likely to be lost, but in the end, love will return in a different way."